understanding like balance, because I mean that's where a lot of people get mixed up. But like I was sort of saying, like mentioning before, like a lot of people kind of want more and more, and never really take the time to really just look back and be like, look what I've achieved, look what I've done, and be grateful. I'm like number one who's that person who just never really used to kind of look back and be grateful. Like remember that time homeless, like literally didn't have a place to stay. I was moving from like hostel to hostel, and I was like, right, it's me. And then like very quickly in the space of like a few months, got it together, got a place, got promoted at work, yada yada yada. But like I never really look back and be like, I did alright. Like not just that, just things in general, just like family, friends, everything you've been through. It's not something I kind of look back and go, oh look what I've achieved. I'm the type of person who's like, but look at what I don't have. Yeah, okay, man's got this car, but I haven't got that series or whatever, or I got this job, I could have that job that pays 65 plus bonus. You sort of say you owe gratitude. So for me, obviously, it's quite low on my list, but I've been trying to improve it. Where would you say it is for you on a scale?
So when I first did the Via character profile, gratitude was like 20. It was really low down. Like gratitude and appreciation were like really low down. Like last 5, bottom 5.
Yeah.
And then I did it at the start of this year, and it's completely flipped.
Jeez.
Like, it's close to the top. Really? So appreciation and gratitude, but also appreciation for like nature and beauty. Because that's, for me, that's where quite a lot of gratitude kind of stems from. Just being, just in the present moment and seeing what's around me. And going like, I've told you about times where I just sit on my sofa and I look at the screensaver on my TV, the different landscapes, and I'm just like, that's beautiful.
It's crazy.
I'm grateful for having eyes and seeing all this information and seeing all these beautiful landscapes. It's just the nature of beauty. So that's why it's kind of gone up alongside it. But the practice of gratitude just wasn't something that was natural. Was reading. I love this book. I say it all the time, I guess. The Secret. Jeez. And it had such a powerful impact on me because it actually, The Secret. No, it had such a turning point in my life because it meant I kind of rebuilt my relationship with my family, or more of my mum, my mother. So it was like reading the book and going, I used to complain about everything she didn't do, exactly what you're trying to say. Like, you kind of look at all the negatives as opposed to the positives. So the book kind of reinforces, like, you just need to start believing, and not even believing, but start being positive in your mindset. And that little shift meant that I had to start adopting or even thinking about appreciation and gratitude. And just sitting down and going, my mum's been able to like, raise me, first of all, into the person I am today. She made sure there was food on my back, I had food in my stomach, and I was able to go to school and had books and had pens and everything else like that. Like, from the most basic level, I had to have appreciation for that. So, but like to start, it was the book. It was then almost taking time out and kind of being mindful. So, start of the day, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for waking up. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have a job to go to, or I have money coming in. And then I try to practice it like just before bed. And it's literally being, what am I grateful for today? So like for today, I'm grateful for the fact that I went swimming.
Jeez.
I'm grateful that I have a brilliant co-presenter on my podcast. And I'm grateful for having water, because if I didn't have water, I wouldn't be out here. The dripping tap. I know.
Now, I definitely hear what you're saying. I can sort of like since January or late last year, I've been like going to London, not every weekend, but every other weekend, or just as often as possible. Seeing the family, calling often. How you doing? How's your day? Good to hear that, man. I love you. Sort of thing. Like just little hugs. Again, just to kind of show gratitude. I think it's really important that the people around you know how you feel about them, because people just go at any time. And like that's your support network. You need them there for you. So it's
just showing your love to your parents. Because they have done so much. Like, I remember, I don't know when it was, but I had a conversation with someone and I said, when's the last time you told your parents you love them?
Deep, man, deep.
Just those words alone. like, I love you. End of the phone call. Like, I guess guys, like, guys don't, like, I didn't really say it to my mum.
Yeah.
Until I went through that little process of like reading and then practicing gratitude and appreciation. And I remember that conversation I was talking about where I was like, I really appreciate everything you've done for me. Yeah. Ended the conversation with those words, and it was tough. Like, love you. She was like, love you too. I was like, oh, I felt so good about it. And like, I've got younger siblings, and I always tell them that sometimes take a moment just to express your love to your parents. So buy them something, like your little pocket money. Just go and buy a gift, just randomly, not for a special occasion. Just say, here you go, mum. Here you go, dad. Just because, and even just express the reason why you're giving that gift. I'm giving you this gift because you mean so much to me. Appreciate all the little characteristics. So even though we did that characteristic test, I looked at it as a positive because it helped me identify what I was really good at and what to focus on. And the stuff at the bottom, I could focus on them, but does it have an impact on my life? Probably not. Maybe some. I can't remember what's on the bottom. That's the problem. But all the other stuff, and that, before I would look at this and just focus on the bottom, and ignore the rest. So all the 15 other
positive, strong traits. Yeah.
So that means that I didn't appreciate. I didn't appreciate any of my key skills. All 15 of them, I just focus on these 5 bad ones, these bad traits. So you're just only going to, like, if you do that, you're just going to take yourself into this bad place. Like, you're going to have that kind of belief that you're not great, you're not good, because of you're focusing on the bad as opposed to what you are good at.
If you were to sort of say, based on your experience, how to kind of show gratitude, or like to kind of have that daily or regular grateful mindset, just being grateful, for you, was it writing a list down, or just waking up and kind of just saying things out in your head? How did you kind of go about it? Because for me, it was a combination of writing things down, writing kind of whatever achievement, and be like, oh wow, it's quite a bit. This man's done bits, and then kind of from there, really enough mentally being grateful, doing the little phone calls. What was the process for yourself?
I started off with writing down. I still write down because I think there's a power in writing things down. Even a thank you note to someone.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. I need to start doing that actually.
I did that
on the little like cards.
Little paper. Yeah, I did that back in January. I wrote one to my friend. I thank you. I appreciate everything you did for me because she helped me move into my place. I was like, thank you for everything.
How did she take it?
She took it like, thank you, Anton. So writing it down, and also just taking that time out and just thinking about everything, but trying to think about it with a positive light as opposed to a negative light. The simple exercise of just waking up in the morning and listing 3 things that you're grateful for is a good way to start. And also trying to do it before you go to bed. Like, you try and end your day on a happy thought.
Yeah, positive, yeah.
So it could be so simple. But I met someone who struggled to come up with like positive things, but they were trying to make it look. They're trying to think of it as a big thing as opposed to the small little things. You can be grateful for this air.
Yeah.
You can be You can be grateful for.
No, I mean that's the thing. The fact that we can walk, talk, speak, hear, feel. I mean, a lot of people take that for granted. There are lots of people out there who are blind, they can't see, deaf, they can't hear, no legs, they can't walk. Simple things like that. It's like, bro.
When you reinforce that with like sight, we take in information. Like 8% of the information we take in is through our eyes.
Yeah.
So the gift that we have of sight is something that we should all be like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And even if you are someone who has a disability, you also have other things that you're capable to do. So those should be kind of taken inwards and be like, I'm thankful for that.
Speaks on how if you kind of take away your senses, so the book's like, close your eyes for like a couple of minutes and imagine being blind.
Yeah.
Then after a few minutes, open your eyes, and it's kind of like, raw, like, and it's kind of like do that with all your senses. Then you really appreciate it. Because, like, again, you can't see.
Yeah.
That's mad. And it's a lot harder.
That's powerful.
It's a lot harder when if you're born blind, that's one thing, because it's what you're born into, that's your reality.
Yeah.
As opposed to having sight for 20, 25, 30 years and then losing it, that's completely different. That's a completely different aspect. Those people at that point is when you really realise what you've lost.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the main sort of theme of the book. Like I said, having been homeless, what I've been toying with the idea of doing, and I started Sunday Just Gone, was St James Park. This is in Bristol, by the way. A group of people meet up, and they kind of give sandwiches, tea, coffee, and snacks to sort of homeless people, and have a chat with them. They also pray as well, and I think that there's a lot of value in that. So for me, having been in that position, I know what it's like to be on the other end. We obviously volunteered at Crisis, so we know kind of like firsthand the experience of how to do it. So for me, it was like, let me go along, helped out. Absolutely amazing experience.
Yeah.
I cannot recommend it anymore.
You can't recommend it anymore?
I mean, I can't recommend it any less, man. Like, I
What's
can't,
was it that? Kung Fu Panda.
Yes.
Do you know there's like a sensei in there?
The turtle?
Yeah. Or tortoise, I don't know which one he is. Yeah. And like, he has this quote of, yesterday is a mystery.
Is it today?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no,
I'm not up.
It was something. So one of them is a present.
No, don't ruin it. Yesterday's history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present.
That was it. Yeah. Fire, sensei.
And it's just like, that's what it is. That is what gratitude is. It's understanding that yesterday's history.
It's happened. It's been. Don't reflect on it too much.
Tomorrow is a mystery. So don't wonder, don't think, what's going to happen?
Yeah, don't stress too much.
Today is a gift. So you're living in this current moment, it's right now. And that's why it's called the present. Yeah. Here's a present.
Don't worry, be happy.
And it's just like powerful. So like, I keep that in mind.
It's deep, man.
I
like that. I do like that.
I got excited when I was probably like, I'm trying to think how old I was. I'm not even going to go back to the years, but when it first came out, I had a bootleg version, but I had it on my PC. I downloaded it to my thing. And I remember I paused it and I rewind. I was like, Emerson display name.
Understand being grateful, appreciating those close to you, and letting them know, most importantly, that they are close to you, how you feel about them, how much you mean to them. And yeah, just sort of spreading the love. So I think, it would be good to kind of hear how people show gratitude and appreciation to themselves and to others. And yeah, yes.
Yeah, definitely. If there's any apps that you use to like a gratitude journal or anything like that, we're going to share some of them or some of the ones that we used. But thank you, Allah. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Anton.
Thank
you, yeah, bro.
I love you, man.
I love you, bro.
No homework.
No homework, bro.
Tag me out.
Hey!
Sorry. Who's Tag Me Out?
Huh?
You heard about Tag Me Out?
No. Who's that?
They're coming at us, man.
Are they dumb?
They're coming at us.
You
ready? I appreciate the competition.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, yeah? Don't upload again, but we appreciate you.
Here we go. I'm going to cut. That's it.